Fuad here with Behind the Gloves. I'm very happy to be joined with Sheffield's own Dalton Smith. Dalton, first of all, pro debut, how are you feeling going into it?
I'm feeling excited, you know, it's finally here now.
Yeah.
You know, I've had a long training camp, even though I'm only doing a 4-rounder, but it's been a long process, but I'm finally here now and looking forward to Friday night.
Talking about training camp, I want to ask you, what is the main variable that's different from the amateur game to professional sort of training camp-wise? What's different?
Yeah. It's not been too much of a difference. Obviously, I was full-time with GB, but I'm full-time with my dad now as a professional.
Yeah.
My first fight's a 4-rounder, so the training schedule's not been too different. It's tweaking little things, settling down on my shots a little bit more, but not too much hasn't changed. Just picking up on little faults. That's all.
There's a style difference as well from the amateurs to the pros sometimes. You know, the amateur being way fast-paced. Do you think the pro style will suit you a lot more?
Yeah, I've got quite a professional-based style, and I like to sit down on my shots. You know, and like you say, as the amateurs, everything's like 100 miles an hour, but in the professionals, you can sit down and your work's a lot cleaner. So and I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out on Friday.
You're just 22 years old, you've just turned pro.
Yeah.
A lot of your GB peers that did turn pro as of recent, it's not necessarily fast-tracked too much, but have been fast-tracked in some sense.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in the next 12 to 18 months?
I think for the rest of this year, I just want to get as many fights as I can up until Christmas. You know, make a name for myself, just keep learning. Then who knows, maybe early next year push for a smaller title, maybe the English or something like that. But like I said, I'm not going to call no names out because I haven't even got sorted yet. I need to make a name for myself and prove where I belong, and that's what I reckon. That's what I want to do up until Christmas for the rest of this year.
Another interesting thing, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people know by now, but you obviously train with your dad, Grant Smith.
Yeah.
What's that like? Because obviously, a relationship between a coach and a fighter is something, but then your relationship with your dad and the son, how does that match up in the gym?
It's a bit of a funny one, really.
Yeah.
Like, he's trained me since I was 5 and got me to where I want.
Yeah.
And you know, I learned so much off my dad, and we have got a close relationship. But and I'm not going to lie, we have his arguments virtually every session in the gym. But we get done what we have to do. And you know, I'm a believer in don't fix something if it's not broken. And my dad's got the best interest for me, so I'm lucky to have him on my side.
We always hear about people saying, "Oh, the gym's buzzing." Almost every fighter says it, but I know firsthand how good the gym is.
Yeah.
How influential are the people around you? You know, you've got the likes of the Edwards brothers, and you've got the Kinciona brothers as well.
Yeah.
So how influential are they to your sort of camp?
Like you say, we learn so much. We bounce off each other's achievements. Like you say, having Charlie, Sonny, and that in the gym, you know, and having the guidance of my dad. You know, it's like a small family in the gym, and we learn off each other, and you know, it's only good for all of us in the gym.
And one last question as well. I'm always interested to know, especially for someone that's coming up, who in the program would you study sort of to learn off certain things? Would you like watching?
You know, I watch like all the top fighters. I watch all different fighters, take little bits from them and try and put it into my artillery. But you know, I'm a big fan of Canelo Alvarez. I like his style. You know, I think he's entertaining. You know, he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
You know, I think he switched off a little bit in the later rounds, but you know, fight's a fight. He had to do what he had to do to win, and that's all that matters.
Do you actually see in him? Who would you see challenging him? I mean, he had the tough fights with GGG.
Yeah.
Do you see anyone else sort of in that middleweight division or even super middleweight that could?
You see the likes of Callum Smith. Maybe that's a possibility, and I think Callum Smith will be too much for him to chew at the minute. I think he'll be too big, so I think Canelo maybe stay away from him, but
you never know. You may even end up on the undercard of that.
Yeah, maybe that's the plan. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Well, Dalton Smith, always a pleasure to talk to you. Yeah. And all the best on your debut.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else